lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are responding to a lawsuit filed by the Texas GOP. It is against an attorney hired to challenge the results of the 2022 Harris County elections. KPRC2 investigator Robert Arnold has a copy of the lawsuit and has been talking with lawmakers. He joins us live from the newsroom with more. Robert.
The Texas GOP's lawsuit claims it was duped into believing the attorney being retained to represent several losing candidates in the election had the data to show voter suppression. GOP leaders now say that data didn't exist.
It's frankly just simply embarrassing. Not just their initial lawsuit where they sued as election deniers without evidence, without witnesses, but now they're suing their lawyers saying, well, we didn't know what they were doing.
These allegations are serious because whenever you have a litigant in an election case effectively accusing the lawyers of fraud, that's pretty much headline news.
There's no doubt the 2022 Harris County election had problems. Those problems led to calls for investigations and challenges in court. The Texas GOP hired attorney Elizabeth Alvarez to represent several Republican candidates who lost their elections and were challenging the results.
What was obvious from any person that was watching these lawsuits is that the lawyers in question didn't develop a case. They may have taken one deposition. There were no witnesses prepped.
The GOP's lawsuit now claims Alvarez and the firm she works for claimed to have a reliable data model showing 40,000 suppressed voters. Alvarez's online bio also shows she's an expert in election litigation and has worked with state lawmakers before on state election law. Except the GOP's lawsuit claims Alvarez and the firm she works for never had a data model, much less one that showed more than 40,000 suppressed votes. The lawsuit further reads the attorneys claimed they had an expert to back up the numbers, but each and every single one of these representations were false.
You know, our democracy, our republic depends on the confidence and the trust of every American who participates and votes. If these kind of things keep going, I fear for our country's future.
I think what this is a warning that you can't do election lawsuits based on vaporware. You better have them based on real events, real fraud, real election irregularities, and real issues that can be documented. That's the real lesson here.
Officials with the Republican Party of Texas declined to comment on their lawsuit, which is seeking damages between $250,000 and $1 million. Now, a few minutes before this newscast, we did receive an email back from Elizabeth Alvarez, and she calls the lawsuit frivolous, not serious, and she argues that the Republican Party of Texas was never actually her client. We'll have much more of her response on click2houston.com. Live in the newsroom, Robert Arnold, KPRC 2 News.
Robert, thank you.